And in our nightcap of other top stories we've been following tonight, one of the nation's worst bus accidents has left at least 31 people dead tonight in Carrollton, Kentucky. Officials say a pickup truck was going the wrong way when it crashed head-on into a school bus of teens returning from a church outing. Talks are at a standstill in Stringtown, Oklahoma, where 3 prison guards remain hostages tonight. The uprisings began Friday when inmates seized guards as hostages and torched the prison dormitories. More than 1,200 Soviet soldiers have withdrawn from Afghanistan today, and more convoys are expected to go in the next 9 months. Russian officials say the troops retreating must now channel their energies to Soviet society. A 13-month-old labor dispute between the Albany Red Cross and CSEA is officially over. The union, after months of picketing, has voted to accept a 2-year contract, providing for 6% raises in each of the 2 years. The vote among the 110 workers affected was 6-1 in favor of acceptance. And some 3,700 students are proud graduates tonight from the State University at Albany. Cheers and celebration were the order of the day as graduates received their degrees and a send-off into the real world. Among the well-wishers at today's ceremonies, CBS commentator Andy Rooney. Well, coming up next in sports, a major leaguer is knocked unconscious after being hit in the head. Dan Levy will show you how it happened, and he'll show you how the thick air affected the Denver Nuggets tonight down in Texas.
Right now, your Volkswagen dealer is offering performance and value. During Volkswagen's 4th annual spring celebration, it's a great time to get what you've wanted in a German-engineered car at a price you can afford. It's like an opportunity staring you in the face. And now you can take advantage of 6.9% APR financing on select Golf, Jetta, Fox, and GTI models. See your participating Volkswagen dealer today. The spring celebration ends May 31st.
I've been asked to try something new at my laundry. Calgon water softener. Let's see what happens.
I'm shocked. They look brighter, they look whiter, they look cleaner.
There's a difference. These are a lot whiter.
You did something different to make these appear a lot whiter.
Calgon water softener is the secret. It softens water so your detergent cleans better.
Obviously, adding Calgon to the hard water does make the dirt come out. I see the difference. I just do.
Calgon water softener for the cleanest wash and the hardest.
Special day at my place. Good time. Listen to the great taste of McDonald's.
Once, you lived in sacred temples, worshipped, cherished, adored. Finally, there's a food worthy of your heritage. New Sheba. Morsels of fine meat, especially selected for extraordinary taste. New Sheba. To be served by people who continue to cherish the cat.
News Center 6 Sports is sponsored by Home and City Savings Bank.
It looks like at least half of the conference semifinal series may go the distance.
At least in the West, as you and I were talking about, because the 2 Western Conference semifinals are now the best of 3. Denver, it seems, had all the momentum as the Nuggets left their friendly perch in the Rocky Mountains and headed for Rio Grande country tonight. But injuries hurt them. Fat Lever has a banged-up knee. Jay Vincent has a pulled calf muscle. Tonight in Dallas, the Mavericks feasted on their wounded prey. And that's why you can understand why Nugget coach Doug Moe looks so forlorn. The play coming up didn't exactly please him after Mark Aguirre rejected Alex English. Aguirre and Rolando Blackman worked a nifty give-and-go all the way down the court. Blackman winds up with an easy basket for Denver, or for Dallas, I should say. The Mavericks led by 25. The Nuggets could do very little to stop Aguirre tonight. Here he'll score off glass for 2 of his game-high 34 points. Roy Tarpley added 24. Couple coming off this follow right here. The Mavericks win in impressive style, so they even up their best-of-7 Western Conference semifinals at 2 games apiece. Meanwhile, in the other Western Conference playoff series, the Lakers evened up their best-of-7 with the Jazz at 2-2. Magic and Worthy combined for 51. At the Omni in Atlanta, the Hawks were all over the Celtics in Game 3 of their East Conference semifinal. Here's Bud Webb, picks up an easy assist to Kevin Willis. Willis finished with 23 points. The high man for the Hawks was the human highlight reel right there. Dominique picks up 2 of his 25 off the assist from Webb. Celtic highlights few and far between. Right there, Bird and DJ worked the give and go. DJ gets the bucket. Bird had a team-high 22, but Atlanta blows out Boston by 18. The Celtics lead the series 2-1. Also in the East, the Bulls are on the verge of elimination. Detroit beat them by 19 today. They go up 3-1. Jordan was held to just 23 points. At sunny and windy Candlestick Park in San Francisco, the Giants grabbed a 2-0 first-inning lead over the Mets when former Met Kevin Mitchell belted a towering home run off Sid Fernandez. That was all the offense the Giants would need today because Mike Lacoste was pretty impressive. He pitched 7 innings of 5-hit ball. Here he strikes out Mookie Wilson swinging. Later on, he'll get Darryl Strawberry looking, and no wonder Darryl let the pitch go by. Take a look at it again. I mean, it looks like it clipped the corner out in Oakland. Paul Runge blew the call, but I don't think it mattered. The Giants sweep the Mets at Candlestick for the first time since 1983. But the Mets will not lose any ground to second-place Pittsburgh. The Reds overcame a 5-0 deficit. They beat the Pirates in 12. Rick Sutcliffe tossed a complete Game 5 hitter at the Astros. Willie McGee's 2-out pinch hit single capped a 2-run 9th-inning rally that carried the Cardinals over the Braves. Kirk Gibson had a 3-run double. Pedro Guerrero a 2-run homer. The Dodgers bury the Phillies, and San Diego swept their weekend series from the Expos. To the American League, a big 5-run 7th inning carried the Yankees to victory over the Angels at the stadium today. Claudell Washington's pinch hit 3-run homer put the Bronx Bombers up 7-2. And then Dave Winfield made it 9-2 with a mammoth 2-run homer into the Monument area. Scooter's going to have laryngitis for months after calling this one. The 9 runs were plenty of support for Charles Hudson. He threw a complete Game 4 hitter. Great defensive plays like this. 3-6-1 double play helped him out quite a bit. The Yankees hold on to a narrow lead in the AL East. Milwaukee finally cooled off the Indians. Robin Yount, Joey Meyer each clubbed a home run. Cleveland falls 2 games behind New York. Dave Gallagher hit his first Major League home run in the 11th inning. That gave the White Sox the win over the Jays. The Mariners got 4 9th-inning runs off Lee Smith to outslug the Red Sox at Fenway. And Danny Tartable's grand slam was the difference as Kansas City shaded the Rangers. Also in Detroit, Kent Herbeck slammed a pair of home runs. He leads the majors now with 11. Minnesota drubs the Tigers. In that Minnesota-Detroit game, there were some anxious moments today when Twins designated hitter Gene Larkin was hit in the head by a Jack Morris fastball. I mean, you could hear the clunk throughout the stadium. Larkin was knocked unconscious, and he had to be taken from the field on a stretcher. He was taken to a local hospital for observation, but he's going to be all right in a day or two. In Baltimore, it'll be more than a day or two before the Orioles are all right. They lost again today. Former Albany Colony Athletic Mickey Tettleton clubbed a home run. Mark McGuire belted a long home run as well. So did Jose Canseco and Walt Weiss. Dennis Eckersley earned his Major League leading 13th save. The Orioles now 5-31. Oakland leads the West by 7 games. In Harrisburg, the Albany Colony Yanks got a 4-hitter from Tim Liana. In fact, Liana retired the final 16 batters as he improves his record to 4-2. Jeff Shaw, Kevin Wickander combined to shut out the Glens Falls Tigers on 3 hits. These teams conclude their series tomorrow night at Eastfield at 7 o'clock. Down in Chesapeake Bay country, the Albany Capitals were taking on the Baltimore Bays earlier this evening. The teams finished regulation tied at 3-3. The Bays won the shootout, and they win the game 4-3. Russ Downing, Stevie Powell, and Paul Riley scored for Albany. Let's cross the Atlantic, head for the continent. South from Paris, Tournée à la Gauche at the Mediterranean. You're in Monaco. 3-time world driving champion Alain Prost of France today captured his 4th Grand Prix of Monaco. The victory, his 30th Grand Prix win. Austrian Gerhard Berger finished 2nd. Italy's Michel Alboret was 3rd. E.J. Cardish defeated Bill Baker 3-2 today. He captures the Tri-County Match Play Championship at the Shaker Ridge Country Club. Cardish earns $300 in prize money for the win. Baker gets $250. And we also want to congratulate 21-year-old Jason Morris of Burnt Hills. Morris qualified for the U.S. Olympic team. In fact, he is the #1 ranked judo person in the country at the 172-pound weight division.
Okay, congratulations to him. Well, coming up next in the Night Team Report, looking for a property investment, perhaps something in a castle? Well, we have got an idea for you.
We have a real problem. In the United States today, we just aren't saving enough. We've become a consumer nation, and we're spending tomorrow's dollar today. The reasons for saving are simple. Freedom, options, financial independence, they're pretty hard to argue with. I think we have to get back to the basics. We have to teach our children the value of saving by setting the example ourselves.
The Roadster returns for 1988. Your Empire Buick dealers have limited edition Buick Regal Roadsters available for you. Buick combines contemporary technology, elegant comfort, and classic styling. Fuel-injected V6 engine, cabriolet roof, and a special Roadster package. Come in and test drive the limited edition Roadster at your Empire Buick dealer now. Allen, Della, Elliott, Mangino, New Country, Northway, Pateri, and Topper. Your Empire Buick dealers.
Right now, miles above the Earth on a manned space station, experiments are being conducted that could cure major diseases. New and valuable metal alloys are being created, and new scientific data that could literally change the course of history are being collected every minute. Shouldn't we be there too? Write your support to get us into space. McDonnell Douglas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Music that makes the spirit soar. More melodies. An all-family Pops concert like you've never heard it. The Empire State Youth Orchestra, the biggest and best, with popular tunes you know and love. Conducted by the fabulous A.G. Oy, whose special magic makes the music come alive at Albany's Palace Theater. Join Youth Center 6's Ernie Tatro for a show not to miss. One performance May 20th, 7 p.m. Tickets on sale at the Palace and Community Box Office. More melodies. If you love them at Christmas, wait till you hear them in the spring.
In our finishing touch tonight, you've heard of Home Sweet Home. Well, the home of your dreams may be up for sale in England if you can pay the price. The Hearst Windsor Castle is on the market for interested buyers, along with its moat and 368 acres of countryside. Believe it or not, the 500-year-old medieval masterpiece was once a single-family home. Today, it's filled with more than 100 rooms with lots of extras, like polished wood floors and carved banisters. That fairy tale castle is expected to go for $12 to $20 million. Several of us in the studio have already put in a bid. Of course, we want to remind you that if you see news happening, we'd like you to let us know. Just call us on our tips phone. The number is 346-TIPS. That's 346-8477. That's almost it for us tonight, but before we go, a last word from Peter and Dan, and first, Daniel.
Golf winners Bruce Litsky sank a 20-foot birdie putt on the first sudden death hole. He won the Byron Nelson Classic. Nancy Lopez wins by 8 shots at the LPGA Chrysler Plymouth Open, and Bruce Crampton won the seniors title today.
The party's over. The clouds are going to be rolling in tomorrow. So will the thunderstorms. Expect a high 76 to 80, south winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Mary Beth.
Quick update on that fire we told you about in Cohoes. A massive fire is burning right now at the corner of Howard and Remsen Streets in the city. Those are shots our photographer has sent back from the scene. We do have a crew out there. Traffic is jammed in the city. We do understand at this point, though, that there are no injuries. We have no idea what the cause might have been. Five houses, we understand, are involved. If you want to know more about that fire, watch Jack Arneke and Neil Estano on First News, 6:30 tomorrow morning. Good night.